Yo, welcome back to week 30. So far, we have went 1-1, winning against the New England Patriots and losing against the Buffalo Bills on a close game. But we're gonna be winning this game against the Raiders. So hopefully they win 0-2. So I think we have an easy win. But let's see, go right into it.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
Got it back to
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. Back to throw. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out. And
this is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this will complete to Will Fuller.
Let's go.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Oh.
Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with an extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting 3s, and you're coming back and getting 2s, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. This goes out wide for Drake. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score
from across his body, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
My
And he
runner's
takes
gonna
this
just
one back
move,
into the end zone, and the Raider defense
Like, why
delivers a
is he just
score.
chilling?
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And here he's got Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fuller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Raiders 13. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Buying time to his left. And he's got Fuller. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Adam Shaheen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8.
Raiders 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The final shot here before half for Carr. The Dolphins get there this time.
Nah, I
and they bring
was
him
playing
down.
that. You saw that?
So we've reached half, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup.
He's outside.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
On play action, it's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And this is brought all on the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll make it 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Here's Fuller with a catch. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Liam Eichenberg, 2nd-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party. After the penalty, it's Bell. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says,
and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Max Crosby in there to drop him for a loss on the play. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. On the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Carr going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Adam Shaheen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Carr. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement.
I'm going to see you next week, week 4.